The hustler on trial. Before the empire, before bad boy records, before the millions, there was a young hustler from Harlem. And on one cold morning in the 90s, Sean Puffy Combs found himself sitting in the defendant's chair for the very first time. This is the story of Diddy's first case in court and how he turned pressure into power. The hustle gets hot. Back in the early days, Diddy was already making moves. He was running intern gigs at Uptown Records, throwing wild parties uptown, and working 22-hour days. But one night, a party he organized at a downtown Manhattan venue spiraled out of control. Too many people, not enough security. A scuffle turned into a full-blown fight. Someone ended up in the ER. The police showed up. And guess who they pinned it on? That's right, Sean Combs, the young event promoter with more ambition than experience. The arrest? He wasn't arrested on the spot. Not yet. But a few days later, Diddy got the call. He had to appear in court for negligence, inciting a public disturbance, and violating venue capacity codes. All misdemeanors. But this wasn't just a slap on the wrist to a kid from Harlem trying to make it legit. This was a warning from the system. We're watching courtroom chaos. The courtroom was packed. Journalists didn't care yet, but everyone from Uptown Records was watching. Diddy walked in wearing a cheap suit, no lawyer of his own, just a public defender with a file full of bad news. But when the judge asked him to speak, Diddy did what Diddy always does. He talked his way out of it. Diddy said, "Your Honor, I'm not a thug. I'm not a gangster. I'm a businessman. I'm just trying to give people a place to feel alive. Maybe I messed up the paperwork, but I'm learning, and I'm going to do better, way better." The verdict: the judge leaned back, looked over the paperwork, and then boom, case dismissed, but with conditions. You organize another event like that without proper permits, and you're going away for real? Diddy nodded. He walked out of that courtroom with nothing but a warning and a newfound respect for the game. That courtroom wasn't just a scare, it was a turning point. From that day forward, Diddy wasn't just throwing parties. He was building an empire the right way. No shortcuts, no slip-ups, because he learned something powerful that day. The streets will teach you hustle, but the system will teach you precision. And Diddy? He mastered both. Closing line. And that was Diddy's first day in court, not his last controversy, but maybe the moment that made him the mogul we know today. Smash that like button, subscribe for more untold stories from hip-hop history, and remember, every legend has a first trial.